You may be able to resist the devil, but that is not a guarantee that you should go and chill around the devil. In other words, your ability to resist the devil or temptations doesn't guarantee you to go and be in places that have temptations. Welcome to day 8. In day 8, we're looking at something very important and crucial. The ability to resist certain things. Before I come to the heading, I told my learners somewhere that as you go for holidays, remember, you have control in certain things, and others you have no control over. But the ones you have control over, make sure you really make good choices about. And I gave them this example. You're at home, and then your boyfriend calls you, you're a young girl, very young, in your teens, still not with enough abilities to make good choices. Then this boy calls you, and you willingly follow him to a place, and he enters a room where you also willingly enter, and he also tells you to lock the door where you willingly do. In such a case, you took yourself in a place where you're almost unable to be saved. You took yourselves to the devil. In that room, it is very hard to save you. Somebody asked me, is it the problem of the lion? If the lion eats an antelope that took itself to the lion? Let me see the answers down there, because it was a very tricky question, and it is a tricky one. What is the heading for today? Seeing our addictions. Whenever people hear about addictions, they skip videos. And if you skip this video, it's a sign that you're addicted to something and you don't want the truth to be told about it. So stick around and see it through. That shows you're a strong person. All people who are addicted didn't become addicted all of a sudden. Are you aware that all addictions start with little, subtle, and harmless activities that are mostly ignored most times? I can say I'm not proud of it, but I'm an addict to my phone. I'm an addict to media. Whenever I get my phone and I'm near it, I can access internet. I can waste a lot of time. It's something I'm going to end this year. I'm going to fight it through. It looks very subtle, holding a phone for some few minutes more. Little, it looks like it is nothing much. In Africa, we rarely get so addicted to coffee like in other worlds. But there are people who are addicted to coffee. To them, a day without coffee is not a day. Is someone born with already an addiction? No. Nobody is born with an addiction. They all start with small activities that we usually ignore, and they grow into big ones. An example is that one. No child takes coffee when they're just born. So it starts with the small cups we take, and later they become a very big one. Talk about other things, other forms of addictions. I'll use media for the community guidelines. I'll not use other examples. But you find you're so addicted to social media because it is something you can easily access, and just a little more time may not look big until it becomes a very big part of you that you cannot leave it. All addictions start with small activities repeated over time until a point where you can no longer stop it. Some of you are addicted to some people. I want to be addicted to my wife in the future. To me, it is a good one, I think. Addiction to the right woman will be good. But some of you are too addicted to certain types of people who are actually not your partners, that without them you find life is almost impossible to live. Remember, all addictions start with small activities. They look harmless in most cases, But as time goes by, you find you're getting more attached to that thing and leaving it becomes a challenge. I'm someone who reads the books. I read books a lot. And by reading these books, whenever I go into my reading room, I try my best not to go with my phone. Because whenever any notification comes, the brain will demand to inquire what is inside there. Could you be missing something important? And you just find subconsciously you get the phone and check. A full breakdown of addiction is coming in a later video. I'm not going to talk about it now. But look at your life. Are there some things that are slowly becoming an addiction in your life? You want to achieve your goals, you need to watch your addictions. They look subtle, they look useless, they look like, it's just a minor thing. But they consume a lot of our times. Watch your addictions. Check and understand what are the things that are slowly cropping up in your life. They may not be big of a deal right now, but give it some little more time. You'll find it is something you can no longer live. Follow the channel, subscribe. In a later video, we shall break down addiction into details. I hope to see you in that video. Forward the videos to others. Write something down there which shows you have got a point today. Any comment you write will be helpful to someone. Thank you for sticking to the end. May God bless you.